Hi, Colleen.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I had my private chat room, my private Zoom room open. I'm sitting there waiting, and thinking, where is everybody? And I realized I was in the wrong room.
I know Peter was like, I can't get in. It says she's on another meeting.
By myself. Oh my gosh.
And don't give me a heart attack like that. I'm like, on that desk.
Give me a heart attack. I'm thinking, like, really? There's nobody here? Oh my gosh. That kind of day. It's all good. Yeah. Here's to you, Colleen.
Yeah.
Cheers. I think I need to put a little Bailey's in my coffee.
Oh, God, that would be good.
That would be good.
Holidays.
Yeah.
Bailey's and add a little peppermint stick to it.
No,
not Bailey's. No. Kahlua. That's what.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hi, ladies.
Hi, Susan.
I'm here, but for some reason my laptop wasn't letting me log in, so I had to switch back to my PC.
Yeah, my laptop's not working either. This is Sue Avery. I'm just on the call. It's not letting me get
weird.
into the meeting.
Yeah.
This is Jane. I'm on the call too, and I'm not able to get in, but I think it's my internet.
My internet's fine, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Well,
Yeah.
I was sitting in my own private room all by myself till I realized I was in the wrong meeting room. So ho, here we all are. So welcome. It is Wednesday, December 20th. Ho, indeed. Thank you for making the time to be here. I do appreciate there are a number of other items probably on your to-do list. This is important, so I'm glad you're here. So welcome. So I can see, the names are all flipping around here. I see Skinny Mini Donna is up in my right corner. Peter, so nice to see your face, Peter. Where have you been?
I've been busy.
I haven't seen a picture of a sock in weeks.
Be prepared.
I'm ready for it. Okay, so we've got Connie and Colleen and Lisa, Beth, Sue. There's probably Jane at one. Who's at area code 607?
It's Jane. I'm here.
Okay, and who's at area code 585?
It's Rochester.
I think that's
I'm
Sue.
sorry. I'm on. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm on the phone, but I'm also on. I see you now, too. So.
You're doubling up on me. All righty.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's the way to go, Sue. That's intense. Connie, I'm so happy you're here.
I am too. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'm very happy I'm here.
I'm very happy you're here. So let's hop right on into this because there's a few things I want to cover, but most especially I want to hear your celebrations because I know there are many of you who've had your noses down to the grindstone and you're cranking it out, and some of you are creating new streams of revenue like Lisa McDonald, and I want to hear all about that. So look at, oh my gosh, all the happy faces are showing up now. That's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing I came into this meeting room so I don't feel so alone. I've been on call after call after call after call, so I was just getting a little confused. All right, perfect. Let's hear 3 celebrations and successes. Who wants to go?
I'll go.
All right, you got it.
Well, Peter and I paid ourselves this month.
That's big.
And we have money left over.
And you what?
We have money left over.
That's big.
Awesome.
Give it away. Give it to Kiva or something. Give it away.
Oh, no, we're paying our bills. But we made money. I mean, that was exciting.
Yeah, I saw your email. So congratulations, Jane. You've got a little competition now before the end of the month for the sales challenge. I love competition. You're muted, Jane. I'll unmute you. There you go. You have some competition, Jane.
I know. I heard. That's great.
Yeah, it is great. I love it. I love it. And listen, it's well worth it, you guys, to kind of pump it up here for the next 2 weeks and have the potential of having your room paid at the end and get some Amazon gift cards. And come on, get in the game. Beautiful. Congratulations, Colleen and Peter. Love that. Who else?
Okay, well, I'll go.
All right. You're vibrating.
Oh. Second. Okay, we had our first right night on the 28th of November.
You're still vibrating.
Hold on.
Okay, we're good. Are we good now?
No,
No.
You're going to bust my eardrum. Oh, go across the room to,
Okay. Can you hear me?
yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. We had our first right night on the 28th of November.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, and then we have another one scheduled up for the 29th of December. So I'm preparing for that.
Beautiful. And how'd it go? What were the highlights?
It went really well. I had quite a lot of good feedback about my presence in front of people.
Uh-huh.
I do have some things I'm going to tweak about how I'm going to present it.
Yeah, like what, for example?
For example, people wanted some more interaction.
Uh-huh.
So instead of me just saying something and turning it over, it's going to be more of a give and take, maybe a group interaction with what's going on at the time.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And the reason I'm asking the questions is I want you all to get into the habit of speaking in specifics as opposed to generalities. Generalities don't register. Beautiful. Glad to hear it. Who else? Lisa, I'm looking at your stockings. You got one with my name on it? No, don't see it. There's no pad on the stocking back there. Who else? Celebration.
I have one.
Excellent.
Donna. I followed up with Heather, and she wants to do 2018, like 26 videos next year. So
Yay.
I'm happy about that.
26 videos.
Yeah, like 2 a month, and then for some reason 3 for 2 months. I don't know why, but and then I have another constantly. What's her name? Oh, Anita wants to do some videos too. So. That's
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Listen, and also congratulations on you just sitting at your desk and just pushing the record button and out it comes. So natural, so comfortable. And it really is an inspiration to the others that the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, the more natural it feels, and you are a testament to that. And Colleen, when I was on my earlier call, I saw you coming up, and I think you were doing a Facebook Live or something, and it's like, oh, look at way to go, you guys. Way to go. Congratulations, Donna, and congratulations on the 53.2 pound weight loss as of now.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's quite an achievement. I'm so excited for you for 2018.
Yeah, and me too.
That's great. Yeah, thank you. All right, time for one more.
I have one. Hello.
Hello. I know it's you, Sue. Let us hear it.
I didn't know. Colleen popped up, so I thought she was going to talk, so I didn't want to interrupt.
It's all yours.
Oh. No, I just, I had lost a job about in October that I had overquoted. It was a really huge video job, actually. And so I had a call with the woman yesterday just to, follow up and say, what can I learn from that? And so she said, absolutely, she was wrong. I mean, once she saw the website, she's like, oh, I know the level that you're doing and all that. I wish we could get there, but that's not the level they're doing. But they're having meetings for their 2018 year budgets. And so they're going to call me in January to see if we can work something out.
The power of a phone call. Congratulations. Really. Because a lot of people don't do that, Sue. People just go away, and often with the tail between their legs, and what did I do wrong? Congratulations.
Well, that's what I usually do. So I need to understand, because it just didn't make sense for what she said her budget was when she told it to me. I'm like, you're not getting, I don't know how you're getting that. But she was very unhappy with the company she's been using. So
sweet. Congratulations. And that's a great lesson for everybody again. Great lesson. All right. So let's hear some of the questions and challenges. What's going on right now? If you've been following me on Facebook, you have seen some of my rants lately and some of the posts, which have been very strategic, as always, and timely. And because I have been out and about and I'm listening to people, there's a lot of grumpy people out there right now. Oh my gosh. It's a good thing I carry chocolate in my pocket, because I just keep handing them one and getting people to smile unexpectedly. But there's a lot of pressure around cash flow, particularly for small business, solopreneurs, and so on. So talk to me about your challenges or any questions that you have, and let's work it out. Let's get some strategies in place and or some solutions or something to just cause your shoulders to go from here down to here. So you're not one of those grumpy pads out there. What's going on with you? I'm just checking the forum in the meantime to see if there's any questions in there, because Donna Clark, I know you had a question. No questions.
Okay, Pat, I got one.
Fire, Peter.
Okay. So for
I love how you two kind of lean back and look over. It's like you're looking behind me. What you got?
So for our right nights, we want to, we both really want to make this take off over the next 12 months.
What does that mean?
So we've set out that we want to be able to have, we're hoping to get possibly like 8 to 10 events a month by the end of the year.
Hoping?
We want to have about 10 events per month.
Okay.
By the end of the year. And we've kind of been having some discussion, like, is that going to be too much? Is that too much too soon? Because I know a lot of the paint night events that are going on, they have 1 or 2 events a night. And I know we're not at that level quite yet, but I want to get there eventually. Like, are we going too quickly with that? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think pick one thing, work it out, figure it out, and knock it out of the park. So figure out what works. I mean, the more you do it, you can have the experience. So figure out what works, what's working, what's not. Get back in the game. Identify your ideal audience. That's a key for it. And then once you've done a few, be sure to get referrals and testimonials. So it's like a snowball effect, right? Just, right? No pun intended. It's like a snowball effect. So once you've got 1, 2, 3 under your belt and it's gaining momentum, then start to have regular discussions with Susan about what is working, what's not working, who's the audience, who's showing up, what needs specifically are you meeting, and then rinse and repeat. So the key there is that pick one thing and do it well and get known for it. So get them scheduled. And, you know, the paint nights, there's a lot of fun attached to that. That's why they're so popular. And here's the other piece. I don't know if you've thought this through or talked this through, and this is for all of you. Donna Clark, you can be scheduling video nights. Have people bring their grandparents and record some family history and then sell your books. Your, Lala, it just left my mind. You know what I'm talking about, the book that you did for me, the coffee table book? So anyway, be paying attention to how can you incorporate a fun aspect into this. The call I was on just earlier, the main theme was that people aren't having much fun anymore. The joy has turned to duty. And for many people, me included, ask my team, if there is one area where I procrastinate when we're working on projects, it's copywriting. It's not my gift. I don't want to do it. So most times I outsource and delegate. Make it fun. So the paint nights have a fun aspect. So are you including wine like the paint nights do? There's nothing wrong with sipping wine, because I drink wine when I read, so why wouldn't I drink wine when I write, right?
Right.
So be thinking about what elements can you add to make it more fun and make it appealing so that people really want to come.
Right.
And then have a masterpiece after, like everyone shows with their paintings in the pictures, right?
Right.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything to add to that? Who's been to the paint nights, and what thoughts do you have to share with respect to a write night? There's a lot of brain waves in here. It's not just me. Oh, you're a quiet group today.
I have a question about the first one we had. So we had music going on in the background, you know, just lightly while people were writing, because we thought that would bring creativity.
Yeah, it annoys me. I'm just saying.
One of my friends that was there, she says, "Can you turn that music down?"
Yeah, it annoys me. I can't think. I can't have music on when I'm working either. Some people
Well,
can. I can't.
That's part of the fun aspect of the paint night thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, my question, I guess, is kind of, so for 1 out of 10, do you turn the music down? Do you turn it off?
I would say schedule 2 different nights and have 2 different components to it. Perhaps have one night where it's strictly professional, it's quiet, it's intense, it's detailed, and have another one that's a little more lighthearted and fun and frivolous, and give people a choice. People like options, right? I personally would come to a quiet night.
Well, would it be wrong to ask? I mean, your audience. I mean, when they get there. I mean, could you ask? Some people prefer, some people don't. You know, is that okay to do?
Yeah, I thought about that too. Well, we're having it in a brewery the next time. It's in a private room at a brewery. So we're hoping that people...
I want to come.
See, and that's the point. Make it different. Make it different. It doesn't have to be in a classroom or a meeting room or something, because I mean, people can get creative in all sorts of places. But again, and perhaps over the year, you want to create a theme. Maybe there's one right night for newsletters, one right night for storybooks or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you've got to know your audience. I'll drink a beer, but I don't want music. And open the windows because they get too hot. So my point with all of that is you're not going to please everybody.
Right.
You're not going to please everyone. It is a test. Everything is a test. Get out there, and the more you do, the more you test, you will hone in on who your ideal audience is. Yeah. And have fun with it yourselves, Peter. Perfect. What else?
I wanted to add something to the conversation about not enough fun.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an interesting thing in the last couple of years. I've been teaching a course, child development, and I've been including a big component on play because kids need it for cognitive development as well as physical, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But I've gotten reinterested in play. It used to be a really big interest of mine, and I'm looking at how, not necessarily directly, but indirectly to incorporate that in my work. And I came across, just yesterday, the U.S. Play Coalition out of Clemson University. And it's multidisciplinary. It's, you know, teachers, psychologists, every walk of life of how do we get people back to playing.
Yeah.
All kinds of reasons. So I just wanted to share that. I can post the link in the forum, but I think
yeah, please do.
Pretty valuable stuff.
Please do. And that's why I say wherever I go these days, everyone's so grumpy and serious looking. Oh my gosh, that you? Beth, is that you?
Hey.
Whoa. I love it when another face pops up. My gosh, you and Connie look so similar. I wish you could see Connie. Connie, post a picture in the forum.
I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't see.
Look down in the bottom left-hand corner. Do you have video like X'd?
Move your mouse at the bottom, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Hey.
See? Don't you two look alike? Oh my gosh. Welcome, Connie. That's perfect. So there's so many grumpy people is my point. And I feel the energy with the Mavericks is heavy. And I feel the energy out in the world is heavy. And in the bank it's heavy. And at the post office yesterday, I thought one guy was just going to bust a fuse. Oh my gosh. It's like, people, lighten up. For crying out. This is the season, joy to the world. Remember that? Bring it back into what you're doing. And Peter and Colleen, and for the rest of you, it's the same with the people we work with. People have lost the joy factor. So bring it back. It doesn't have to, none of what we do, any one of us in our work, it doesn't have to be that heavy and that serious. Make it fun. Think about the fun aspect.
I got to jump in here real quick. We had a FedEx delivery yesterday, and I said to the guy, I go to the door and go, oh, hi, how are you today? And he goes, well, I've had better days.
He said what?
He said, well, I've had better days.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, oh, Merry Christmas.
That is so funny. That is so funny. And so, you know, what does it take to bring a smile, give a smile, share a smile? So that's really a big part of the message I wanted to bring today, that let's lighten up a bit here and have some more fun with what we're doing. All right, so what else? Questions, challenges. What are you struggling with right now? It's December 20th. There's like less than 2 weeks, less than a year. What do you want to accomplish? What's one thing you want to accomplish by year end that will really make you feel like, yes, I'm just sliding on through the finish line with a smile on my face? Oh my God.
I'd
I
say,
need a magic wand here.
yeah. I'd say I want 2 more clients of like, say, Heather's.
Caliber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Okay,
looking
so here's my question to you, because the call I was on, Heather was on that call. And so this is with Larry and the 5 friends, you know, the mentors that we have. And so I would say to you, have you asked Heather to talk to other people in the other circle of influence about her videos, how proud she is, and who her resource is?
I did ask her if she had any, if she knew anyone who needed that kind of service.
Uh-huh.
She was going to think about it, but she hasn't, you know, come back.
Okay,
to me.
so when people tell me I'm going to think about it, I'll say, okay, can we talk tomorrow at noon?
Okay.
Is that enough time to think about it?
No, she was, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, she was thinking, yeah, okay.
She's probably still thinking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't give her a date. And
No.
so what it did was it moved it to part of her to-do list now, which is annoying for most people today, because I know she cares about you and loves you. Now it's on her to-do list. Not sure the priority. That's why I will say to people, great, I really appreciate that. Can we talk at noon tomorrow, get it off your to-do list, and give me a referral, and away we go. People need to be told what to do.
Wilson, I think. Oh, okay.
Yep, people need to be told what to do. Don't you appreciate when someone says, I could use this, buy this, and then poof, we're done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great habit to get into, and people appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
Perfect. And Heather's a great resource for you. Oh my gosh, her videos are outstanding and amazing. So wherever she's posting them, if I were you, I'd also be following her in on the posts on LinkedIn, for example.
Okay.
Because I've been sharing hers on LinkedIn. So I'd be following her and making some comments on that video. Make sure your contact information's right there.
Okay, thank you.
Because those videos are a wow factor, Donna, what you've created for her.
Thank you.
Yep. And I'm on a ramble here. I'm on a roll. If I were you, I'd also already be starting to promote videos for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And so again, you might want to hold an evening or a Saturday morning workshop. You might want to invite parents in who want to do a love video for their children, or children to do a love video for their parents or their grandparents, or like I said, get the family story. Be thinking in terms of love. Love is in the air. Okay. Once they get through the grumpy period here. As of January 2nd, there should be a feeling of love permeating the world.
Okay,
Go
great.
get them, Donna. It's never too early for Valentine's.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Beth, never too early for people to start thinking about health and wellness, right?
Yes. Yep.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because you know what? People right now, again, I'm listening to people and I'm watching Donna drink Coke. Is that what that's in that bottle? You are too funny. So anyway, my point being, Donna aside, I'm listening to my friends who are saying, oh my gosh, I went to that thing last night, la la la, and I overate and I shouldn't have, and I feel like crap and blah, blah, blah. Beth, you can be posting right now to say, for those of you who are overeating, over drinking, not sleeping, and feeling somewhat grumpy, here's one tip right now to help you feel better immediately. So what that does is you're not necessarily saying don't do it and don't live and don't enjoy the holidays. What you are doing is putting your face and your information and your tips in front of them now. So who are they going to think of January 2nd? Yeah, that's right. Most people will wait till January 1st and you'll start to see all the emails come. I say hit them up now and provide a tip now that will help them sleep better, smile more. And it's not a don't do this, it's do this so that you feel good. So shift your thinking, everybody, right now with the services that you have. Lisa, I saw your post, I think it was on Twitter, about how to work with a VA or how to delegate or outsource or something like that. It was probably a pre-scheduled post. I saw that. And again, I'm hearing a lot of my colleagues yesterday, again, another grumpy one who was saying, oh my gosh, I got to hurry home, and in between work and the party, I've got to clean the house, blah, blah, blah. I said, why don't you hire a housekeeper for 1 hour right now, this week, and let it go. Let it go and let that housekeeper earn a little more money for her family. But let it go, people. So, Lisa, if I were you, and I'd be out there in people's faces right now saying, what is that one lingering thing, that one project you promised yourself that you would get done and you haven't even touched it yet? How can I be of service? Yeah. And I know many of you are thinking, oh, everyone's too busy. I don't want to be a bother. It's being of service. Pay attention to the opportunities. I'm seeing them all over the place. And if I was a VA or a financial planner or whatever, I'd be grabbing them all and running with them and making a lot of money too. Yeah. Susan, you must have something to say on that.
I agree. And I'm feeling happier already just being on the call with you.
Why?
You just have such a great energy. And I think that we do probably have some shyer people on the call, but this is the opportunity to come with your questions, even things that we've talked about. If after our call more questions came up, it's really a shame to not be constantly picking at Pat.
Sucking my brains out. Yeah. This 1 hour call is valued at $1,000, and for you to sit there and just look at me makes me sad. I did put the lipstick on and I fixed my hair, so that's all good, and I showed up. It's sad. There's a lot of value right here. And for any of you feeling stuck or nervous or challenged or or excited about an idea you have and you don't want to take it out to the public, this is the place. This is a safe place. So just fire. Let me have it.
Okay, it's Beth. I'm ready.
Yay,
to go.
Beth.
And bear with me today. I have a sick child home, so that's why I'm holding back. So there might be a little person in here any second. But
that's okay.
While she's not in here, I wanted to talk about, I'm hosting a vision board workshop on New Year's Eve day. And a friend and I, who's a fellow yoga studio owner, and I wanted to put something together, sort of last minute, but we've had some folks having a need for it, asking about it, so we're just doing it. And I'm not worried so much about the content, but in these last, not even 2 weeks, just trying to drive some more demand for it and posting things on social media, but trying to come up with some things that are really compelling for people to attend.
Okay, so a friend of mine has been posting regularly on Facebook, and he's more about inspiring people to dream bigger and to set goals for themselves. And so, I mean, he's an angel investor, mega millionaire, the whole bit. And he's posting on there because he loves to trigger thought with people. And so he's just posting one picture at a time. And one thing he posted was an island in the Bahamas area, in the Caribbean. And he said, have you ever dreamt about going to a private island? Have you ever dreamt about owning a private island? Because he and his board are actually building a resort. They bought a private island. And he thinks big. I told him I need to go there and visit for quality control purposes. So his point is, and my point to you is, pick one picture, because a picture is worth 1,000 words, and just put a stimulating question underneath. That's all. And so I would do that maybe twice a day. And then on the third day, post the invitation and the opportunity to come and join you and your friend.
Okay.
But get them thinking, and think in terms, again, of the balance wheel. Some people are visualizing more money. Some people are visualizing stronger relationships. I keep visualizing a date. I know he's out there somewhere. I'm going to pull him off my vision board soon. But people are thinking in terms of that because, again, from my human resources background, I can remember people coming in and talking to me at this time of year because human resources was often like a counseling room. You
Right.
could go in and spill your guts. And very often people would come to me either before Christmas or when we worked between Christmas and New Year's, and they would be bemoaning the fact that they didn't want to come back to the job that they hated. So people are thinking about that already. So help them buy into a dream, Beth, with pictures. Help them buy into a dream.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a heavy sales pitch or whatever. Now, what I will say, and I'm going to go down a bit of a trail here, is have you worked out the 5 W's of why you're doing this? Why are you doing it? Who's coming? Where are you doing it, etc. And with the yoga instructor, when people come, who's going to own the list?
Right, and we both are, to an extent. It's
You
a way
can't.
for both of us. Okay, we can't. Okay, I own it then.
Oh, I love that answer. You both can't own the list. One
Yeah.
person owns the list. One person takes the lead. Who is that?
That me.
One person will handle the expenses. One person will do the follow-up.
Okay.
Who is that? Someone's got to take the lead because the group will sense that and they don't want to be inundated with stuff from 2 people, 3 people.
Right.
It's too confusing.
Okay. No, that's really good to know. All right.
Fabulous.
Can I ask a question? Beth, where are you posting? Because you say you're posting on social media, and because I'm connected to you, but maybe not in places that I should be. Where?
Yeah, I saw it.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. So add me as a friend, Sue.
Yeah, I was just going to
We
say.
already were. I thought we were.
We're not. You'd be and that's how.
Is it under Featherstone? Is it under that or?
No,
okay.
it's me. It's my personal
It's you.
account.
Okay.
And then I'll be utilizing Whole Person, and then Molly's Yoga Corner is the studio, who's been posting as well.
So everyone post their connections, their contacts in the forum and get connected with everybody. Because quite honestly, everybody here has something that is of service to everybody here. Whether it's a referral, a testimonial, potential business, everybody here. Absolutely. And so when I keep saying there's money on the table, it's right here in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seeing it. And I was talking to one of my private clients yesterday about that when she was saying, oh, this is so complicated. It is so hard. And I said, whoa, back up the truck. Let's zero in here. There's money on the table in front of your face, and you're so busy out and spinning your tail that you're not stopping and looking and focusing on the one thing that you can do well. Like I'm saying, Pete, pick one thing, do it well, rinse and repeat. So you can do that, Beth. The time is now to do that. Connie, the same with you when I shared that HR story. That's the people you're talking to. They're disheartened, they're disillusioned, they're discouraged. They don't want to come back to the same old job. So there's something for everybody right here at this time of year. And people are spending money like crazy. Even though I keep posting, don't spend money on things you can't afford for people you don't like just because you want. They're spending the money. I figure if they're spending it, they might as well spend it on me. Same thing with you. You should be holding that thought.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, Donna Clark, your question in the forum, while the rest of you think of something, with interacting with the list, and the list is pure gold. I don't have a big one, but I'm not getting any questions or feedback. And that's not really the intention of the list, Donna. When you interact, people aren't going, look, right here, people don't interact or respond in person, let alone on a list, right? And first of all, they're inundated with email. So you want to know whether you can email them individually and see where they are at. You know what I suggest, right? Yeah. Yes, you can hide behind email. And you may even want to send a preliminary warm letter by email or a postcard like Katie did, and then follow up with a phone call. Shock them, surprise them. I made a few phone calls earlier this week to some people. I said, hey, just calling, check in, Merry Christmas, where are you at, what's going on? And so many people keep saying, is this a recording? No, because they don't expect a personal call. So it only takes 2 or 3 minutes. And if they're in the middle of something, then schedule something tangible and follow up with them. But make it a 1, 2, 3 step. I would suggest perhaps a quick email individually. And then secondly, I would do a postcard like Katie. And then thirdly, I'd get on the phone. Donna, you could double your business in January by having your February promo ready now for Valentine's Day. You really could. So that's my answer on the list. And second question, how often do you change your free offer? We've just changed it up actually and moved it into a video format. So I used to have like a postcard or the free CD, but now laptops don't even come with a spot for the CD. So we moved from that. You got to just stay on top of what's going on. And we follow through on statistics. How many people are actually clicking through for the free offer? Because when the numbers go down, the interest is gone. So freshen it up. So we moved to videos. So people are now getting a very brief video from me every day on my 7 steps. Donna, yours should be video. I know you're just stepping right into that for me. You make it so easy for me, Donna. So change your free offer. I would say minimum once a year and perhaps twice a year. Again, it's like a test. Everything's a test. And you know, Donna, you win the prize. You got the only question in the forum, as far as I can see, unless somebody threw in questions. Okay, Donna Erickson had started the question. When planning for the year ahead, what are some key points to be sure and consider? All right, I will share this for Donna Erickson for the recording. When I plan for the year ahead, the first thing I consider is how much money do I want to make? Because here's my philosophy. I have a business that supports my lifestyle. Do you get that? Most people kind of cram their little dreams, their little lifestyle, depending on the amount of money that they make. I determine the money so I can have the lifestyle I want. So I look at my calendar. You all know I have my wall calendar, like it's over there. I have my wall calendar already. My birthday's marked off. My revenue is at the top of it. My stretch revenue is at the top of it. And then I go in and I plan my trips. Because for me right now, travel, if you can see my world map right there, travel, I know, is my priority. Travel and dating. That's it for me next year. So what have you guys planned for your life? So I know what the highlights are for me. Then I identify the kind of money I want to make so I can travel in style and go to the fabulous places I want to go with my laptop, because I can work anywhere. Doesn't matter where I am. So those are some of the key points. And included in that, absolutely critical, which I always do, and I preach on this all the time, is my self-care. So that will break it down to more finite. So even in the last week, I've had acupuncture, and I had an East Indian hot essential oils massage on Saturday to die for. So what did I learn from that? I don't drive myself for the next one. I'm taking Uber there and Uber back, because seriously, after that, I didn't want to drive. I just wanted to sit back and wallow in it. And so consider what you want for self-care. What does that look like? Does that mean you're going to sign up for a series of yoga classes, or are you going to join a gym and commit to going to the gym? Or as self-care, are you going to do like I did with my team, and we did a retreat in Sedona? Is that what it looks like for self-care for you? So be thinking in terms of, I look at it as good, better, best. So the good is that locally, actually right now, every week I go for acupuncture. I get my nails done regularly and so on. So that's the good. The better then will be, as I had on my vision board for last year, and it'll happen again, I had it labeled as 4 women in a weekend. So what that meant was a 3-day runaway with my girlfriends, and I did that twice this year. Now the best will be things like going off to Australia and Sedona and so on. So think of it in those terms, but start with self first. This is for you, Donna Erickson. Start with self first, and then go to the key points on the professional and the organizational. So that's what I look at considering. And so the other 3 points, I make a list, and we're working on that this week. What do I need to keep doing in my business and personally? What do I need to stop doing? And what do I need to start doing? And that needs to be reviewed all the time. That comes down to, I had a conversation with my travel agent. So I look at my vendors, my resources. We reviewed time trade, for example. So we review all the systems and all the processes. Are they serving us? Are they not? Do we maximize? Do we expand? Do we do away with them? So look at every part of what are you doing? So what do you keep doing? What do you stop doing? and what do you start doing? And with respect to your money, what do you keep spending on? And I keep harping about subscriptions. I keep telling you guys, a lot of you have subscriptions or memberships or things like that where it's a waste of money because you're either not going, not reading, not doing. Get rid of it. So even those little drips and drabs can make a big difference in your budget, a big difference. And also take a look at the why of your business. I know why I'm doing business. It is to teach entrepreneurs the tools, the techniques, the strategies for financial independence so you can create the life you want. And so therefore, a big part of it is, what will be my donation to Kiva? Look at where will you give? Where will you give back? How will you give back? And if it's not monetary for you, then look at your time. Where and how can you go make a difference with your time? Giving back needs to be a part of your corporate values or the way you do business and the way that you show up in the world. So those are some of my key points for looking ahead at the year. I keep it very simple. I always think in terms of 3, and the keep doing, stop doing, start doing, personal, professional, organizational, and so on. What questions or comments do you have on that? If that didn't trigger something, I don't know what would.
Professional what? Personal?
Operational. Organizational. All of that needs to be reviewed because when you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same thing. So shake it up. What else?
When you look at next year's plans, do you look at not just what you're going to continue doing, but what you're going to try to outsource to other people if you need to, or how do you?
I'm always looking at outsourcing because I'm always looking to do less. That's my mission in life right now. It's like, how little can I do?
Okay.
Yeah, because it's, for me, it's all about living my best life. It really is. And, you know, I get perspective on that, and I'll share this again with you. For the last month, even beyond that, how little can I do also reflects in my calendar because every Friday now I take my best friend to chemo, oncology and chemo. And if I'll tell you, sitting there all day with all those people, if that doesn't give me perspective every week, and she keeps saying, well, you know, it's okay, this one can take me. I said, no, you don't get it. I want to be here, first of all, for you. But secondly, it really grounds me, Peter. It anchors me that there, but for the grace of God, go I. And that comes back to self-care. Beth, this is a marketing point for you. I don't know who your audience is, but I'll tell you, in my circle, there's a lot of illness. So it gives me perspective. So I said to her, she says, yes, but you're self-employed, you know, and so, you know, a whole day on Fridays, I said, yeah, that's right. And that's my choice. I outsource and delegate so the work gets done and I'm where I want and need to be. It's important to me. So take a look at, again, you know the list I make on Fridays, everything out of my head, what's on the list, and then label it. It's either revenue generating or non-revenue generating. The revenue generating items I keep because I want the money coming in. I still keep my funnel full. I'm still making the phone calls. So anything non-revenue generating, then it goes out to somebody, somewhere. I'll find the way. You guys need to do that. And then where that starts is to shift your thinking from an I can't afford it to how can I afford it? So another private client I spoke to this morning, she just got talked into, not by me, but somebody else, just talked her into buying Infusionsoft. And she was in tears because she said, it is so complicated. I have spent 2 weeks trying to figure out this and that. And I said, why in the world are you doing that? You're not a virtual assistant. You're not an online business manager. Why in the world are you doing that? She's a health coach, actually. I said, you need to be out helping people save their life right now. You got to get your fingers off Infusionsoft. So she says, well, what do I do? I said, find somebody who can do that for you. I don't know anybody. I said, I do. See, Lisa McDonald, isn't that the benefit of being in a mastermind? Mm-hmm. I said, I do. I know people. And she said, but I can't afford that. Seriously, that comment just chokes me up. You can't afford not to invest. You've got to find the way and find the money and shift your thinking so that you go out at the higher value that you're worth, as opposed to doing the admin work, technical work, housework, like whatever work that is not your gift to the world. So Peter, when it comes down to outsourcing and delegating, watch that self-talk around, oh, I can't afford that, I can't afford that. Those of you who are still cleaning your house, shame on you. Right? Susan, you agree?
I did when I had my big house. Right now I can do the vacuum cleaner from the front door to the back of the apartment with one swipe. and I whistle while I'm doing it.
Yeah. But shame on you for, anybody who is struggling with that mentality. Mm-hmm. And we're going to focus a lot on that in the new year. So that's my rant on that piece. I hope that was helpful, though, with respect to looking ahead to the new year. So two of the things I want to cover before we move on here is that we have the retreat coming up at the end of January. I'm always, even from the last retreat, I'm already thinking ahead to the next retreat. And I watch and monitor all of you. I watch you on social media. I pay attention to your posts. Susan fills me in. What's one thing each of you would like covered at the retreat? I'm putting the question out there. I want the answer in the forum so that it triggers others who aren't on the call. But we're coming together for 2 days behind closed doors. And those of you in the mastery group, we have the evening before. What's the one thing you want covered behind closed doors in confidentiality that would really help take your business to the next level? Because this is your retreat. I can fill content. I have no trouble with that. I can fill it. I want this to be your retreat. So help me out with that. All right, one last round of questions or comments. Because I'm thirsty.
Well, if no one's going to say anything, I will. So, I don't know. I think I posted in the group that we had we were featured in an online magazine.
Yes, congratulations.
Thanks. And we posted around and said something about it, and I'm going to do a blog about it. But we've gotten no interaction from it, which is not great. How do you go about trying to get more interaction or put it out there more?
You just keep doing it. You keep doing it because a blog or a podcast or a newsletter, it's no different than anything else. You've got to build the know, like, and trust factor.
Right.
So people aren't going to respond right away. People are very passive in general.
But that doesn't mean it's not impactful.
That's right.
Because you're building credibility so that when you pick up the phone and you call somebody, they're going to have a recollection, hopefully, of seeing some of the different things that you guys are doing. So it has value that it's hard to just tie to somebody making a comment.
Okay. So even the lives that I'm not getting, I'm doing lives every week, at least 2 or 3 a week, but I'm still not getting a lot of movement or anything, but that'll come.
Well, you're not getting visible movement. As Susan said, that people are paying attention. And oftentimes, I don't know about you, but when I see someone on live and I'm doing something else, I'll listen. I'm doing something else, but I'm still listening, and I will have a takeaway because I value that person and I know that there's going to be one piece of good content for me. So again, here's a real important tip. We want people to be engaged. So look in the mirror. How engaging are you? Where are you responding? What are you replying to? What?
I'm engaged.
You what?
I'm engaged. I'm engaged.
Yes, you're very engaging, Colleen.
Yeah, now you're disappearing on me. He ran away from the camera. She fell off her chair.
No, that's a valid point, Pat, because people know when you're just seeing that interaction versus really being a true participant. So, and I think you probably are pretty engaging, Colleen, but it's a good reminder for everybody else. And then I would just say, make sure you're balancing how much effort you guys are doing into certain activities that you really, really love doing, and that it's balanced with what needs to get done for your business, like picking up the phone.
Yeah. And again, it always goes back to looking in the mirror. That's what I do regularly and frequently. When I ask myself the question, why this? Do I do that? And is it just a reflection of me? There's some funny noises going on. Are you guys hearing that?
Yes.
It sounds like somebody's drowning. Okay, no, the person's not drowning anymore. And so I question myself, because we get what we project. And so we want people to engage with us, but are we engaging? Are we supporting? Are we giving referrals? Are we giving unsolicited testimonials? Are we commenting? Why don't you think about, for the first week in January, on your Facebook page, and I was just actually talking to Randy Pennington, my mentor, about this on social media, that the reach, the scope of your presence on social media expands multiple times, a gazillion times, when you actually tag somebody or something else and support them. How often have you done that randomly? So food for thought, right? You're going to get what you give.
Question.
And Colleen, the other part of when your videos and your photos and your comments were very engaging is when you took it to a 24-hour perspective. When you were out on your runs, your marathons, when you were in Niagara with Donna Clark. So always be thinking too of bringing the person, the personality, because people want to know you're real, you're authentic, you've got a life, you're not just about work. So be thinking in terms of that too. Who did I miss? Who was going to say something?
I think Donna had a question.
I just had a question when you said you should tag people on social media. Do you need their permission to tag them, or you can just
well,
tag
not
them?
when you're saying something nice.
Okay.
Because so few people do that. You know, the question that came up on our call this morning was, how did Larry Wingett build such a following? Well, because people share his stuff and tag him. That's how. And he outright says, tag and share. But what I'm saying to you is, don't wait to be asked. Think about your circle. Again, when I say I look at my vendors, suppliers, my team, my clients, I don't tag clients, because if I tag one for an event, everyone else saying, well, why don't you tag me? And then my wall becomes a billboard. And so I don't tag clients. That's the rationale behind it. However, vendors, suppliers, mentors, and so on, I absolutely will tag. You've seen me do that. And so one is because I genuinely want to and believe in the content. Two, it expands the reach on social media. So be thinking about that as an action step for each and every one of you. So the last action step is be sure to watch your inbox, your actual mailbox, because you will be, I'm not sure of Canada Post or the US Post, but I'm saying this because a few years ago we did this. Just make sure that we have your current postal address, your current mailing address. Because I've had a few things returned, and it's very disappointing, especially at this time of year. We want you to get what we got for you. So watch your mailbox, and if you don't have or hear of anything from me/us, say by the first or second week of January, then let me know in the forum, because I want to know who did, who didn't. And what we've done, what I've decided, is that we have bought each of you a year-long subscription to Success Magazine. Because, yeah. It's one of my favorites. I was discouraged when they took the CD out and I had a little mat on with them, but then I got over it myself. And so we've renewed subscriptions for everybody. So that's our gift. Merry Christmas. We are going to expect that you read it and that we have good, solid conversations around some of the articles in there too. So that's our Merry Christmas wish for you. Anybody got last comments, observations, questions before we go? Ho, ho, ho.
I just want to say that I've taken some really good notes from this call, and I'm very happy that I was able to join.
Listen, if I could reach through the screen and give you a big hug, Connie, I'm so happy to see you.
Big
here.
hugs to you too. Thank you so much for your generous gift to you and your team.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. So thank you all for making the time again to be here. Donna, I know you have to go. I see your note there. And so Merry Christmas, everyone. Take care of you. Be safe. Be happy. Go give a smile, okay, to those grumpy people. And if you need anything, my team and I are disappearing actually as of 6 p.m. today. So we will be gone. I will monitor the forum because I like to see what you're up to. And if anybody has any questions or whatever, post some videos in there. Practice your videos. But work-wise, we're out of here until January 2nd. So be good. Be happy. Merry Christmas.
Thank
we
you,
really
Pat.
love all
Bye,
of you.
everybody.
Thanks,
Love you too.
everyone.
I have one quick question if I could.
Yeah,
If
go
anybody's
ahead.
Still ready?
Yep, I haven't clicked it yet.
The January event, is that still the 23rd and 24th?
Yes. I'm looking at my calendar's way over there on the wall.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, Wednesday. I just wanted to confirm.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and the mastery group is Monday night. And the information went out in an email to everybody. You should have gotten the details and the request to book your room. Did you get the email?
I haven't seen that yet. No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, who is that speaking?
This is Carol Nyer calling.
Carol, hi, Carol. Okay.
Hi.
The information is also in the forum because Denise posted it in there too because we want to make sure you book your room. So it's all in the forum and should be in your inbox. Check your spam too.
Your stuff comes into my main mailbox, so I know it doesn't go to spam, but yeah.
Continue
okay.
on Goodman Street.
Oops, sorry.
For 1 mile.
That's my map. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
To you too.